Hello, welcome back, you guys. I wanted to start this episode with using these cards that my mom made. Are you kidding me? Look at this. Like, every card has this on the back of it. It says, good things are coming. And she printed me this deck, which I'm like in love with. These are the cards inside. It's the most beautiful thing ever. And I thought that a really good way to start this episode is with a little affirmation. So let's see what I need to hear today and what you guys need to hear today. Let's start with me because I'm gonna be selfish. Let's see, what do I need to hear today? Everything I desire comes to me if I put my mind to it. That's true, and it actually goes with today's episode. Now for you guys, what do you need to hear today? Let's see. What are we sensing? This is for the viewers. Protect your peace of mind. Protect your peace of mind. I don't know what you're up to, but protect yourself. What is going on? And your lucky numbers are 888 today. Fuck up your bad vibes, bro. Fuck your bad vibes, bro. And protect your peace of mind. I love that. This is a good card, and your lucky numbers are 888. So whatever's going on in your life, please protect yourself. You know what the right answer is. But I get it. It's not that easy to do it, but this is the universe or a sign, whatever you want to call it. Protect yourself. But I love these cards, and big shout out to my mommy because she's the best mom in the world. And she made me these cards, and they're like my favorite thing ever now. So thank you, mommy. I love you. But let's just get into the episode today. In this episode, it is, if you do not feel enough, act like you are. Stop asking yourself, what would you do? You may not feel enough, but that's when you have to kind of tell yourself, quiet down. And stop asking yourself, what would you do? Majority of the time, what yourself wants to do is not what your highest self would do. There are so many times in our lives where we're not gonna feel like we're enough. In so many different aspects of our life. That is when you have to push the hardest. I've said it before, you don't have to feel it inside to do the work. For example, Allie didn't want to do this podcast. Allie wanted to be in bed right now. Allie wanted to go to the beach. Allie wanted to go on a drive. Allie wanted to do anything other than the work. But I know that my highest version and my highest self would be sitting down here right now and filming and making content and doing the work. And so that's what I'm choosing to do. I had to stop asking myself, hey, Allie, how do you feel today? Like, how do you feel? Like, what do you want to do? No, I had to turn off that side of my brain and ask myself, what would Allie's highest version do to get to her end goal? What would she be doing right now? And this is what I would be doing. And so I had to just do that. I'm looking for long-term happiness, long-term success, for the end goal. I don't want the temporary happiness, what is gonna give me the quick serotonin, what is gonna give me the quick fix for this situation right now. That's not what I personally need in my life. And I know that there's a much higher success doing the work and doing the hard stuff now in order to get to where I want to ultimately go. I know I'm capable of big things, and I'm not trying to achieve small things in my life. Sometimes you can't ask yourself, well, how do you feel in this moment? Obviously, be gentle with yourself, but you also need to know when to push yourself and when to tell yourself, hey, maybe I shouldn't be focusing on how I feel, because a lot of the times I'm really lazy. I'm really lazy, and I don't feel like doing what my highest version self would do. The biggest thing that I've done to completely change my life is ask myself, what would Allie's highest self be doing? And do that. I find myself to be very, very indecisive at times and flat out just lazy, to say the least. I have to put myself in the back seat and put my highest version self in the driver's seat and let them make the decision. Like, I'm still there, and obviously I'm still hearing myself in the seat right next to me, but the driver ultimately gets the call and gets to say what to do. Yeah, like, you know, I'll hear you yap, and like, if it's really that important and that necessary, then I'll listen. But a lot of the times it's a lot of negative talk. It's a lot of, well, I shouldn't do this, and well, maybe, like, it's a lot of the backseat driving talk, and you don't have the wheel right now, so shh, You know? I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. We all know that feeling of being in the driver's seat and having that one person there telling you how to drive and you're like, girl, oh no.
Please hang up and try again.
Sometimes you have to turn your brain off from deciding how you feel in the moment. When you leave school, nobody is holding you accountable for the choices that you decide to make in this life. This is where you have to become your own teacher, your own parent. You are kind of your own parent, your own guidance. No one really cares whether or not you do the work or not. It's up to you to care. It's up to you to show that love and that support and to be your biggest supporter. You have to be your biggest supporter. It doesn't matter if everybody's on your side, support yourself. It doesn't matter if nobody's on your side, support yourself. And if you don't feel it inside, support yourself. You can still do it even if you don't feel like it. You can still act like you're enough if you don't feel like you're enough. It's up to you to believe in yourself so much that you actually do the work, knowing you are going to get what you want at the end of this. And baby girl, if you don't feel it right now, you can still do it. And I know for some people this might sound a little bit harsh and you're wondering, well, shouldn't I be listening to myself and how I feel and go off of that? Yes, but it's a balance. This is one of the biggest forms of self-love that you can do for yourself. You believe so much in yourself that you actually do the work. And even if you don't feel it, but you do it, deep down, you're gonna start to believe that you actually can do it. You push through that negative self-talk and you actually do it, you're gonna win at the end of it. Sometimes we can get in our own heads and we can question whether or not we have the talent, we have the worth ethic, the beauty. I mean, the list goes on and on. Sometimes you have to tell yourself to like, shh, like just shut up. Like you have to tell yourself like, shut the fuck up. Sometimes just politely like shut up and do what your highest version would do. You have to trust yourself. The more that you give in and you do anything other than the work, the more you're gonna dig yourself into a hole, thinking that you actually aren't good enough. The more you go against the grit and you power through that negative self-talk, the closer you get to your desired reality. And the more you really start to believe in yourself. And like really believe in yourself. You stop faking it, because then one day you're gonna be like, wait, I did all that. I must be that. As an example, you would not consider yourself a gym person. What if one day you decide to wake up and go to the gym and you commit to it for 3 months, and through that whole time you would not say that you're a gym person? I mean, from an outside point of view, and you said that, hey, I've been going to the gym for 3 months now, you literally are a gym person now. I mean, that goes for anything. You know, oh, I'm not a big reader. You read a book. Okay, you read. You might not feel it inside, but if you do the work from an outside point of view, you actually can consider yourself in that category. You can put yourself in those categories. If you do go against the negative self-talk and you actually do the work, even if you don't get your desired reality, you become more confident in yourself. The more you learn about yourself, the more experience you have in this life, the more people you'll meet, the more wisdom you'll have, more connections you make, and most importantly, a life without what ifs. That's my biggest fear. What if? What if I just tried? What if I just tried? What if I really, really just tried? What keeps me going is seeing myself as an old little lady and being like, God, I can't believe I was so insecure. I had so much going for me and I didn't even try. Like, oh, I could have tried harder, but I was so insecure. Oh, if only I had what I had then and I would rule the world. I don't want to say those. I don't want to say that when I'm like an old lady. I want to say as an old lady, yeah, I was that girl. I was that girl. You know, that's how I want. When I get older, that's like what I want to say. You just have to stop asking yourself what you would do, because sometimes our deeper selves or our highest selves knows what the best thing for us to do is. And this works in any situation. Sometimes you can't help a thought that comes into your head, but you can actually help your actions. You might look at another person and be jealous of them, and your first thought is, I need to tear them down to make myself feel better. But your highest self would never do that. So instead, you listen to that and you fight against that urge to tear somebody else down. You know what you could do? Compliment them. Crazy. You might not feel it, but you can do it. You can do it. So you fight the urge to hurt someone out of insecurity, and instead you give them a compliment. I think that sometimes we forget that we can actually say no to things Did you know that? Like in certain situations, you're like, well, I was backed into a corner. I didn't know what to do. Like I couldn't say no. I don't know. Like they put me in a weird situation. I couldn't say no. There was always a no. You can always say no. There's no situation, well, the majority of the time, okay, you can say no. You might feel like you were backed into a corner. You might feel like, well, I couldn't say no because they asked me such an awkward question. It doesn't matter how awkward they make you feel or how intimidating somebody is. You can say no. I think we forget that. We don't always have to please another person. We don't always have to say yes, that's fine. Oh yeah, like, no, you can say no. Say no. It's fun. No. You can actually go against the grain. We are in control of more situations than we give ourselves credit for. With that being said, that you can go against the grain and you can go outside of the box and decide to change your life in a matter of seconds. You get scheduled for work. You can't say no, it's work. Oh my God, I can't say no, it's work. Like I got scheduled, sorry, no. You know what you could do? I'm not saying to do this, okay? I'm not saying to do it, but you say no and you hop on the next flight to Dubai. I mean, that's an option. I'm not saying to do it, but like it's an option. And I think that we forget that we really can change our lives like in dramatic ways whenever we want. Obviously, use it wisely. Meaning you can wake up and decide to be someone completely different one day. You aren't tied to anything. We create a false reality of what we're supposed to act and look like, because we believe that's what people expect from us, even what we expect from ourselves. I could wake up the next day and decide I want to dye my hair black and I want to wear different clothes and I want to be this type of aesthetic and I want to do this type of work now and I want to do this career. I could wake up the next day and decide to change my entire life. Like I am not tied to what reality I put on myself or what I believe other people expect from me. Throw that out the window, because at any point you have the decision to change whatever you want in your life. On the other hand, I have to admit, as freeing as it sounds to know that we have the power to change our lives whenever we choose, it's almost just as paralyzing. It's like having that much power is so much power that you're like, wait, there's like so much. Like, I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know what to, I wouldn't even, and you're like frozen with that much power that you have. When you realize you have that much power. At least for me, I find it very overwhelming to see how much power I have over, and will choose to instead scroll on TikTok, because then I just got so overwhelmed with how many options I could do that day. Like, oh my God, I could do this. Oh my God, I could do that. Oh, but I could do this. And because it's so much, I actually will just go on TikTok and doom scroll because it was too many things to look at. I couldn't just choose one. I couldn't even do two. I was like, this is too much to look at. Instead, I'm gonna do what is safe and comfortable for me. And I'm gonna stick to what I always do because I'm too scared to try anything else. But it's so easy to fall back into playing it safe and playing it comfortable and doing what I do every single day. How boring is life to do on repeat every single day without some sort of new thing? And I mean, it can be small. Obviously, you have to go to work every day, and so that's gonna be the same. But maybe one day you decide to go to a different coffee shop than you normally do. You decide after work, you're gonna go to the beach, and you never do that. Or instead of going to the gym in the morning, you go in the gym after work. There's little things that you can do in your everyday life to switch it up. And this is all such a big form of self-love. That's the biggest thing we need to remember here, is that even though you don't feel like you're enough, you have to put yourself in situations that prove to yourself, oh my God, I am enough. You know, when you get a job and you have to prove to everybody a little bit, hey, I deserve to be here. You have to put yourself in those situations to prove to yourself, oh my God, wait, I was so much stronger than I thought I was. Like, I really do deserve to be here. I really do deserve to be here. And you have to kind of prove it to yourself sometimes. What has helped for me is discipline. I have to be my own teacher and my own parent, and I have to tell myself, I have to pinky promise myself, hey, listen, we're gonna set aside this amount of time to do this work. Like, I will tell myself, hey, you have 1 hour with no phone and you have to do this work within that time. You have an hour with no phone and you have to go out on a nature walk. This is what I promise myself, and my promise to myself means everything. And if I break that promise, I'm never going to get to where I want to go. Always look at the bigger picture. The more work that you put in, the more that you are going to get at the end of that road. You're gonna get there, you know? So the more that you put in, it's almost like, oh my God, like I'm gonna get such a bigger present at the end of this. Also, I wouldn't say to choose 10 different things that you want to change in your life and are gonna, you know, make you feel like you're enough. Choose one. Choose one thing that you really want to change in your life. Choose one thing that you want to incorporate in your life. Choose one thing that your highest self would be doing and work on that for like 3 months and really promise yourself you're gonna put in these goals, you're gonna put in those actions, and you're gonna just go through the motions. That's so big. It's whatever you have to do in order to go through the motions. You can make it as fun as possible. So an example, you wanna become a gym person. And so for 3 months, you tell yourself, all right, I'm gonna wake up at 6 a.m. in the morning and I'm gonna go to the gym so that I can go to work. And with that, make it fun. Okay, I'm gonna wake up at 6 in the morning and I'm gonna have my gym outfit all ready for me, and then I'm gonna put on this cute little like set that I got, and I'm gonna do my makeup this way, and I wanna do my hair like this, and I got these cute new headphones I got for myself. Or maybe that could be a gift that you get yourself at the end of this. Like, okay, I get through this 3 months and I actually say what I'm gonna do. I'm going to do this for myself, and I'm gonna buy myself a little gift, and I'm gonna treat myself. You know, like romanticize the process. Get a good playlist. Like, I love making playlists. I have at least 50 playlists on my phone, and they are all so specific to how I feel. If you want, please take a look at it. It's on Apple Music. My name is just Allie Gladstone on Apple Music. I am such a big fan of music. So if you guys have any song recommendations, also this is such a side note, just give it to me because I love that type of stuff. So make playlists when you go into the gym. Make it fun, romanticize it, get that cute outfit on. Maybe you'll have like a little gym crush there, you don't know. And make the process fun. It could be so much fun. Doing work can be fun if you allow it to be fun, if you romanticize it. I'm such a big romanticizer in life. I've heard some people criticize romanticizing your life. Oh, well, you just don't, you need to take life more serious. Girl, you need to take life not so serious. You put a little personality to it. You gotta treat yourself as if you were dating yourself. You know, treat yourself as if like how you want someone to treat you if you were dating you. And if that doesn't help for you, then you need to treat yourself like you're your own daughter. You're your own son. Treat yourself like you're your parent and take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Protect your peace. Protect your peace. It's okay not to feel enough. We all don't feel enough at times. So you can still go through the motions and just keep telling yourself you are enough, because you are. And one day it is gonna catch up to you and you're gonna feel it. You're not gonna be pretending anymore. You're gonna become it. Don't fake it till you make it. Fake it till you become it, because you will become it. You will become so much more than you thought you ever could. Maybe the things that you're manifesting in your life aren't happening because they're just too small, and you were meant for more things. You were meant for bigger things. Dream bigger. I'm gonna leave you with that. That's it. Dream bigger. You are meant for big things in this life. So treat yourself like you deserve those big things in this life. Don't dream so small. Stop dreaming little. It is time to dream big. Bring back your kid imagination. You deserve more. So act like it. Stop dreaming so little. Dream bigger. Dream bigger. All right, and with that being said, I think that was the episode. I think we should grab one more card before we head out though, because I love these cards. Let's see what we should end this video with. This is what we need to know, okay? This is what we need to know. Let's see. This is a good one. If not now, when? Ooh, that's good. If not now, when? Because we're never gonna be ready. It's a good one. You don't chase, you attract. I don't chase, I attract. What is meant for me will simply find me. Oh, all right. That was cute. That was a good way to end it. If not now, when? Start. Start today. Start before you're ready, babe. Start before you're ready. You're never gonna be ready. We all know that. I wasn't ready when I started this, and I'm still not ready, and I'm still gonna do it. And that's how you get ready. You throw yourself into the fire. That's what you gotta do. Believe in yourself. Show yourself why you should believe in yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. Anyways, that's it, and that's the episode, and I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.